Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Arsalan and today we are on day 38 of solving the object-oriented programming system questions with the help of Python. So if you are very new to this playlist, let me give you a very brief introduction of what this playlist is all about. So in this playlist, we have been solving questions based on object-oriented programming system, and we have built this playlist in order to make our logic and understanding of object oriented programming system better and clear. So if you guys are lacking behind in understanding the concept of object oriented programming system questions, and you are not able to just apply the logic of object oriented programming, or if you have not understood anything in object oriented programming, so this playlist is for meant for those guys who have been struggling in object oriented programming. So I have started with a very basic understanding and very basic questions on of object-oriented programming system. From day one, we have been solving question based on it, and we started from a very basic question, as you can see on the screen on day one, that we have solved a very basic question, and I have explained you thoroughly how things are working in object-oriented programming. And then we moved on to day two, day three, day four, day five, day six, and then as you can see, we have all the things mentioned from day 1 to day 38. So we will be solving this question on day 38 as well. Let me just rename this as day 38, and then we can just start solving the question. So let's read out the question. As the question says, create a class called game with attributes title and genre. Implement a method called display info that prints out the title and genre of the game. So let's start this tutorial, and just before starting with this question, guys, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So I have just explained, I have just given the introduction of this inheritance on day 32nd, I guess. Yeah, so on day 30 seconds I have given the concept of, I mean, the introduction or to the multi-level inheritance, and we have been solving question on from day 32nd on from day 32nd, and then we are on day 38, and still we are solving question on multi-level inheritance, just in order to just give more gain more confidence in multi-level inheritance. Moreover, we have already understand the concept of single level inheritance, and then we have also understand the concept of multiple inheritance, and then we will be also gaining the knowledge and understanding of hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. So now today's tutorial is all about multi-level inheritance, and we have already done so many questions based on it. So if you guys are very new to this playlist, so you can just watch my previous tutorial so that you can get a more better understanding. However, this tutorial will be just give you understanding clear and crystal. But let's start this. So first of all, I have to create a parent class, and I can give you a very brief introduction of what is multi-level inheritance. So in multi-level inheritance, we create a parent class, and then we have multiple child classes like parent, then we have child, then we have grandchild, then we have also great grandchild. So we can just create n number of childs. So they go in hierarchy, like first is there is a parent, and then child inherits from that parent, then like A inherits from B, and C inherits from B, and then A, B, C, D, and then D inherits from C, then E inherits from D, and say so on and so forth. And then now we can just solve this question, and now let's create a class called game here, and then we have to just create a class called game with attributes title and genre. So let's do that uh, said in the question, and then we have to create def init here, in which we will be just writing two instance attribute that are title and genre. Then we have to write it here as well. Self dot title is equals to title, and then self dot genre is equals to genre. Now we have just created uh, our class, and then we have passed two instance attribute as they have said, and then we have to just put one more thing here that says that prints out, we have to create a method. So we have to create a method that says that the name of the method is display info is the name of the method, and we will be writing self in between those parentheses here, and then we have to print out something. So what we have to print out there, that prints out the title and genre of the game. So we will be writing the title, or we can just write title instead, uh, title here, and we will be writing here self dot title. But we have to also put here f string so that it will be typed dynamically, and then we will be putting a line break here so that we can get title and name of the game, sorry, genre of the game in two different lines. So now I will be writing genre colon, and then I will be giving a space here, and I will be writing self dot genre. Now this class, this parent class has been done. According to the question, it has been done. Now we can move on to different classes. Then first of all, the first class, our child class, is video game. Now we will be creating a class called video game. As the question says, create a child class called video game that inherits from the game class. Add an additional attribute called platform to represent the gaming platform of the video game, example PC, Xbox, PlayStation. So we have to just introduce a new attribute, an additional attribute called platform to this class. So that the name of that instance attribute is platform, and then what does it mean is that we can just put a PC, Xbox, PlayStation, etc. And then we have to also implement a method called display platform that prints out the gaming platform of the video game. So now what we can do here is we can just write video game here and video game here, and then we have to put parentheses here. Why we have to put parentheses? Because this is a child class, and in child class uh, we end the child class by parentheses, and inside those parentheses we have to write the name of the parent class. So now we will be writing in those parentheses the name of the parent class, that is game, and I will be putting colon here, and then I will be writing def in it here and press the enter. And the moment I will putting pressing the enter button, you will be seeing that there is a keyword called super init here. So what does super init means actually is it allow us to use the functionality of the parent class. So it will be allowing us to use the functionality of parent class, that is game, and we can now use the method display info from the game class, and then we can also use the title and genre from the parent class. So this is our class, child class 1. Now we have to write the name of another instance attribute, that is platform, and then we have to also write here like this, self dot platform is equals to platform. Now we have created one more instance attribute, and that instance attribute only now for now is only applicable to video game. So if you want to apply this instance attribute to our parent class, you cannot use it, because this is only applicable to this. I mean this is only valid for video game. It is not valid for game. You cannot use it in game, and but you can use title and genre that are from parent class. You can use those, but you cannot use platform in our game. So that is the thing, that is the feature of inheritance, that we can use the functionality from the parent class to our child class. Now what we will be doing here is, according to the question, we have to create a method called to represent the gaming platform, called example of the video game, and then implement a method called display platform. So we can just copy it here from the question, and we can write here def display platform and close it by parenthesis, since it's a method here, and then we can just end it by colon here. Now we have to print out the platform. So I will be writing f string here, and then we will be writing uh, quotes here. I have written double quotes. You can also use single quotes if you wish, and that's all up to you. Now I will be saying that platform colon, and then I will be writing self dot platform. Now this thing is over, and now we will be moving to our next child class according to the question that we haven't read it yet. So we will be seeing what does it what is the question is asking from us next. So child class 2. Now let's see what does it ask. So it says that create a grandchild called RPG that inherits from the video game class. Add an additional attribute called character level to represent the level of the player's character in the RPG game. So we can just write it like this, that uh, class RPG, and then we have to close it by parentheses, and inside those parentheses we will be writing the name of the parent class, that is a video game. And now we will be again writing definite and then pressing enter here, and you will be seeing that these three instance attributes have already been written for us. So this will allow us to just use them in our child class, that is RPG. And now in this RPG class there is one more instance attribute that has been introduced, that is character level. So I will be just copying it down here and pasting it here as again. Now self dot character level and is equals to character level. Then I have created my instance attribute. After creating instance attribute, I have to just create a method according the question that says that add an additional attribute called character level to represent the level of the display of the character player's character in the RPG game. Implement a method called display character level that prints out the character level of the player. So I will be writing it here like def def display character level. I have just copy pasted from the above question, and I will be writing self here and putting colon here and writing def in it. Sorry, I will be writing print here, and then I will be writing f string here and writing double inverted comma, and you can also call it quotes. So double quotes I have written, and I will be writing character level here, character level, and then again I will be just putting colon here, and I will be writing self dot character level. Now I have created my child class 2 as well. Now let's see what they are asking us next to do. Create an instance of the RPG class with the specific values of the title, genre, gaming platform, and character level. So we have to create an instance of the RPG, and we have to give specific values for title, genre, gaming platform, and character level. Call the display info, display platform, and display character method to print out the information of the RPG game. So we have to create an instance. So to create an instance of the RPG, we'll be simply writing it here a, or you can write any set of characters you wish to, and I will be writing a is equals to RPG, and now I have to write 4 instance attribute. First of all, it's title. So let's say it's X title here, and and then we have to write in second attribute, then it's say let's x genre is the name of the genre. Then we have to pass third attribute, that is platform. So let's say xbox is the platform. Xbox, and then lastly we have to put the character level. So let's say its character level is 10. Now if I want to print, I will be writing print a dot first of all I will be writing a dot display info. Then I will be writing display info. After display info I will be writing display platform, and then I will be writing display character level. Now if I run this code, you will be seeing that I will be getting all the methods that I have already created. So instead of printing, I will be just removing this, because I have already I have already the printed this statement in my method in which I've created the class, so I do not have to print it again. So if I just run it now, it will be not showing none here. As you can see, we have created a title x title, genre x genre, platform xbox, and then created a character level as 10. Let me show it let me show you one thing here, that if I will be creating b is equals to game and write let's say y title here, and I will be writing genre y genre here again, and if I put one more instance attribute, let's say y platform, uh, and then I will be writing character level, say let's say 8, and if I print a dot display info and run it, it will be throwing me an error, and it will be saying that an positional argument error. So what does it mean? It means that the game only has 2 attributes, right? So we are passing how many? We are passing 4 attributes, so we will be removing these 2. And now if I run this, it will be working fine. As you can see, it's running fine. Let me just comment down, you can, so that you can just focus on that thing. Now as you can see, a is not defined. Have I printed? No. So I will be writing b dot display info, not a. And now if you will see, a game object has attribute, no attribute, display platform. So I have printed display platform. That's what I was showing that to you, that that's the thing that I was showing it to you, that if I will printing display platform, that is not a part of parent class, right? So it is not a part of a parent class, so we cannot use it. Because b is an instance of the game. Game is a parent class, so parent class does not have display platform, so it cannot use it. We cannot use a display platform, but if I write display info, it will be not showing me an error, and it will be working fine. As you can see here, that putting putting it like this, just printing display info method, you can see that it's running fine and it's working fine. And if I write b dot display uh, display platform here and close it by parenthesis and run it now, you can see that it will be throwing me an error, right? So why does it throwing me an error? Because b platform display platform is not a method of our parent class, that is game. And I hope that you have understood the concept of multi-level inheritance. Now next we will be just changing our concept from multi-level inheritance to different type of inheritance. We have already covered single inheritance, we have already covered multiple inheritance. Now we have been focusing on multi-level inheritance. Now we will be just moving forward and discussing hierarchical inheritance and a hybrid inheritance with some very beautiful examples. So I hope that you have understood the concept of multi-level inheritance in very deep concept. And if you feel like if you feel like that you have not understood, you can just comment it down and we can just discuss it again. That's not a problem. I can just create a tutorial, separate tutorial for anyone who is facing this problem. With anything you wish to, just ask me in the comment section that what are your doubts. We can just discuss it in a separate video and we can just clear our doubts. So this was all in this tutorial on day 38. I hope that you have liked this tutorial and you have understood the concept of a multi-level inheritance. So thank you guys for watching this video and see you next time.